Hi, I'm Conklin, and the cameraman is Blair, and he'll be saying a few words later on. But what we'd like to share with you is what we see and how we see God in our gardens. So we'll take you on a little tour of all of our gardens, and we'll start with our first one here. And this is our flower garden. And what I see in this garden is a lot of change. We've had a lot of we've had a lot of things die out, and some things just didn't grow here, so we decided to rip a bunch of it out and put new topsoil in and put all new plants in. And sometimes you just have to do that. You just have to start from scratch, rip the bad things out, put some good foundation in, and then things will grow into beauty. And then I'm going to take you over to our herb garden, and I see God in our herb garden with we use these herbs in replacement of some of the things we shouldn't be eating, like a lot of salt. So maybe we need to think about how we can change our lives and put new flavor in, and kind of not stick with the same old thing, but try some new flavor. And this is what I see in this garden. And then we'll walk through our landscaping, and we'll go to our vegetable garden. What I see here is a lot of things that are good for you, but no matter how hard we try and how hard we work, there's always weeds in the garden that we need to pull out. And that reminds me of sin. So no matter how hard we try to resist sin, it always grows within us, and we have to make sure and pull that sin out and get rid of that sin before it drowns out the good stuff. So we need to get rid of it. And then we have our corn. What I think about what I see with corn, this is what I see, is corn is actually a plant that sucks nutrients out of the soil. So what I see with God in the cornfield is you can't just be stuck with the same old thing. You can't be just sucking all the nutrients out of the soil. That's not healthy. So you might have to change and plant some new things that will replenish those nutrients in the soil. And then we're going to move on to our apple orchard.
Apples. This is the Honeycrisp apple, and kind of a challenging year this year, but started out, they were about ready to bloom, and then it got 25 degrees for 2 nights in a row. I'm all worried that it's not going to happen, but as you can see, there are apples starting to grow. So something happened, you know, and have a little prayer, and by golly, it worked out. For some reason, they didn't get frosted off, and they grew. And you know, you put the bees out here, and you come out and look, and you don't see any bees. But somehow, the good Lord makes it happen. So we got apples right now. We just got to keep our fingers crossed, say a couple little prayers, and hopefully we have good weather the rest of the year. No hailstorms. And we'll have a bountiful crop again, hopefully.
So this is what we see in our apple orchard. And what's interesting, I also think about our apple orchard. Blair oftentimes says that this is where he likes to go to church. And he likes to come out here and reflect and think about God. And I didn't see it for a long time, and now with the staying at home orders and walking the dog through the apple trees, I see it now. The church isn't brick and mortar. It's our community. It's how things all work together to make a final, beautiful product. A project that we've had a lot of problems with. We had to redo our window well. We had a little rodent going into our air conditioning. So we can't get going on this as much as we want to. But it reminds me that we're all a work in progress. And so we just need to be patient. We need to look and see what needs to be done. Roll up our sleeves. For many years, we would just work and we wouldn't sit out and enjoy our work. We went to look around. When we moved in here, everything was bare. We've planted everything from the lawn to every tree to every plant on our property. And that's pretty rewarding. And so we come out here, we've decided that we come out here for our evening meal. We get away from screens and we decide, we talk to each other and we learn about things that we didn't know before, and it's been great for us. Someone asked me when I told them about this, is, what do you talk about? Well, it's been years that we haven't really taken time to talk to each other. Knowing each other's favorite color, knowing each other our plans for the future, retirement. What do you think the kids are up to? We talked the whole time we were out here, and we were really just starting to get to know each other. So it's important to take that time, and we've learned it very much during the stay-at-home orders, that you need to take time. We've been rush, going this way and that way, and you just need to take time for yourself, for your faith, for your family, and for each other. Let us pray. Dear God, we see you. We see you in our everyday life. We see you asking us to slow down and take care of ourselves. We see you wanting us to take care of each other. We see you wanting us to grow in faith and community. Help us to follow the path you want us to see. We see you. Amen.